All right. I love that vibe, the energy. Oh, Brittany just took a bit. Brittany. I have no idea who Brittany is.
I was like, boy, I learned something new every time we do these audios.
Is your real name Brittany? No, I'm
Hey
just kidding.
y'all, it's me, Brittany.
Oh my God,
Welcome
that's
to the
Courtney.
show, Big Brat.
That's Courtney. She just took a big gulp.
Of water.
We'll decide more about that later. Izzy's here.
Hey y'all, what's
She
going
has
on?
a new hairstyle that she does herself.
Yes, it is some butterfly faux locks.
Okay, I
To
didn't know
keep the humidity off
Oh, you
my
did it
ass.
yourself this
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think that's so awesome that Black girls know how to do their hair. There's actually a TikTok that is of a girl, like a voiceover, and a girl is like, honestly, if you have to go somewhere every time you want to get your hair done, like, that's a problem.
Like I feel bad for you hoes.
I feel bad for you. Like, you should know how to do your hair. So kudos to you, because I know I can. Listen, y'all know what I can do. What can I do?
You can glue it down.
You can glue some lace.
She could do it down. She could do it with in the
Listen,
dark.
Okay, in the dark. The dark. All right, so another episode of the Convo Podcast.
Oh, I was flat.
You're
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I thought Courtney was
I
going
know,
to
I
come
forgot.
in. Like, if I'm flat, Courtney's going to elevate us
Exactly.
up.
It's a trio, so it should be
forgot.
more energy. But
Okay.
you know what? Next time,
Yes.
we'll get you together. All right, welcome to another episode of the Convo Podcast. The Convo Crew is here with another episode. Okay, and I have to get the intro right because last week I was told that I'm gonna be this line is gonna be taken away from me because I keep messing it up, and it's right here, so I'm gonna read it verbatim. We are the Convo Podcast, giving you edgy, honest, and slightly controversial convos every single week. Let's go.
Yes. Where's the button? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's on.
I think it's green.
Hey. I love this. Honestly, okay. I'm enjoying.
You gotta turn it off, I think.
I was going to keep
Yeah,
moving.
I just let it just roll out.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm enjoying this podcast, you guys. We are at episode 10 right now, and this is crazy that literally we're 10 episodes in. Honestly, round of applause for us.
Yes. Yes.
Because
it
literally, some people don't even make it to 10 episodes. Some people literally are done after 10 episodes, and we already have more episodes after the 10th episode.
Already recorded.
Already in the can, already ready. So I'm really happy and proud of us that we're doing it, and there is no stop in sight.
I got a question to you ladies, though. When are we going to end our season? Not end our season, but at what number we're going to be like, this was season 1?
I thought about that. I don't want to end it.
I thought it was gonna be never ending.
Just 12 million episodes,
Just-
all from...
Yeah.
I think that we should. Okay.
There may be some breaks,
Yeah.
but for the most part, we're gonna have to just pre-record if we need some time off.
I think we have a season. I think we do have a season. Convo Crew, don't worry about it yet, because I know you guys are just
Yeah.
loving us so much.
And maybe around the holidays,
Maybe around the holidays.
Okay.
because people aren't listening as much.
Oh.
So
I feel like
Izzy's-
they'll listen even more because it'll be the holidays. They'll
People
be
be
like
home?
down and stuff like that.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
But I just
We'll
want to
figure
make
it
sure that we
One
think
year.
about it. We make it special and we could really like market it and put it in, make it really cute. Like,
Yes.
oh, 30 episodes, season
Boom.
1 and 30
well, when
means.
the episode 1 come out, that'll be our anniversary day.
So we'll end season 1 in 1 year from today, from June 15th.
That's a long episode. That's
I'm
a long
like, that's
season,
like,
bro. That's
welcome
crazy.
to episode 9,000 of the season.
That's like Love Island USA, where they give you like 70 episodes. Anyway, we'll figure it out because, you know, we have a lot to get to too.
yeah. And let us know what you think would be a perfect
Yes.
number for us in the
Yeah.
chat.
And just let us know, like, and what can your brain take? And then that's where we'll stop.
Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. So first things first, let's get into first. Can we just give us some love? Because last week was so fire with Dominique P. Convo Crew. If you haven't got a chance to, please check out episode 9. It was so amazing. Dominique P from Insecure, from Rap Shit. It was great. Honestly, the video is fire. It was good conversation. So if you get a chance to, please go check it out. All right. So let's get into the Black Business of the Week. Izzy, what we got?
Got a heart attack from Izzy because
Sorry.
that shit scared the freaky up out of me. All right, so this week we are highlighting a young woman named Aaronya, and she is a painter, and I'm a huge fan of her artwork. I actually have a couple of pieces in my home, and she reflects us and the culture. Whether you want to celebrate being in a relationship, focused on your goals and passions, and her art also depicts the importance of self-love and body positivity. She's a whole vibe. If you haven't had a chance to click the link in the doc, like check out her page. She normally does like discounts and promotions around the holiday time. That's how I kind of got into buying a bunch of her artwork. But like when I'm talking about like for us, by us, Black woman inspired. Like if I was a painter, I would be painting the type of portraits that she does.
Wow.
Super dope.
Nice.
I love that. I'm not into art as much as I should be.
You should be.
I should totally be
I
into
think
art,
you
more
haven't
Black
found the
art.
art that speaks to you that you're like, I'm in love with. Because
Okay.
art is beautiful,
Yeah.
you know?
I kind of want to do some art. Maybe I'm not. I haven't bought enough art because I want to be an artist.
You want to appreciate it. And
Yeah. I just don't know. I'm not tapped into.
We got to do a paint and sip.
I was
Let's-
just going to say about that. I was like, I honestly
Let's do
don't
it.
like being the artist because
I love it.
do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll
I've done a
probably
couple
start it
paints.
off and then let you finish it. Because I've done a couple of sipping paints, and my person, even though it's supposed to be objective, they always end up looking like basura.
basura. Wait, so you're a painter? You're a good painter, Courtney?
Not are you a painter?
I've painted and I've done paint and sip. I have like a little bit of artsy
Pull
bone
up.
in me.
We're at Courtney's house, as you know. Pull something out real quick.
What can I pull out?
Or
you have-
what can you describe if it's like far to
So,
get?
I love Black women are art to me. So if you do like take a look at my room, I have some dope art pieces.
Wow.
I wouldn't say I'm like a connoisseur in purchasing art, but I do admire it online. I'm
Okay.
just saying I've done a few paint and sips. I've done some projects, some art style projects before.
I
That's
love
all.
it. Okay, I think a paint simp is what the Convo. That's what we're having.
I think so.
We're gonna have a paint simp.
And we can even do like a live episode. At
I
a paint
love
and sip.
it. Come on, I love it. We have all the ideas.
Good idea.
That is fire. What an idea, Courtney. You want to lead the paint and sip?
Sure.
Like,
She would have to. She's the best painter out of the
Yeah,
three of
I
us.
think-
I'm not gonna say I'm that great, but I like to do. You don't
Yeah.
have to be good. You don't have to be as long as it's good to you. Like just
Yeah, but my eyes can see others. So if somebody else got a little bit more dialed in, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
What would you want us to draw if you were the leader, Courtney? Like
Oh yes.
I don't know, booties.
booties. Okay.
Okay, that's
I'm
easy.
with
We
it.
could do that.
I'm with
It's,
that.
it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's always art.
Booties in a thong though.
That's a good. If you want, you know what I mean.
No, but everyone needs to draw the same thing.
it don't have to be.
It has to be
but
variations.
Sure, most paint and sips are like that, but yeah.
I want everyone
Because
to
then
draw
that's
the
when
same
you. I've seen some that are not all the same thing. Because when it is all the same thing, sometimes you compare and stuff, and you don't really get to let out your
Artistic.
Yeah,
You know what?
Yeah.
This also brings me to a time I did a paint and sip, and it was around Valentine's Day. We have to do it.
Okay.
And it was a naked man, and he was like black chiseled old man. He had his dick out and everything. And I was really like, I can't believe I have to show. I have pictures of it in my phone somewhere, but everybody's like, my man ended up looking like, no lie, a rotisserie chicken. His body looked like a full like quarter hen from
Okay.
Boston Market with a penis. That's how I get nervous about painting.
Wow.
When really he should look like a chiseled Adonis with a big ass dick, but I don't know. The liquor, the pressure, and then he
Yes.
walked around and was giving girls massages. Like it was very hands on.
Do y'all remember that paint and sip that went viral where the models was fucking the girls who
No.
girl who birthday
No, I
it
don't know
was?
about that, but it could have
Yes.
been maybe.
the girl who birthday it was that they were doing a paint and sip for. Fuck
Mm-hmm.
the model. And it was like, is this what you do?
Right
at
there
pa-
on the video.
during the paint.
Do you
and
think somebody
sip?
painted
Wait, I have
that
to
like a
Google this.
side?
It was a while back, a few months back, but I'm sure this year.
Wow, my paint and sip experience was like maybe 3 years ago, but that's crazy. Demi, do you see it?
I think I found it.
You
Oh my
found
God.
it?
The title.
Shout out to Black Business of the Week.
Oh, of course, the video is gone, but it says paint and sip trending after video of guests giving oral sex.
Giving oral. Yeah.
Oh no,
Goes viral.
It really boggles my mind how horny women be in situations like that. I mean, I don't want to. If you are into it, I'm not trying to judge you. But for me, it's like comedy. Like me and my homegirl in Atlanta, we used to go to male strip clubs just for shits and giggles.
Really?
But to see women really be like falling out, like, oh my God, I'm like, girl, do you really think this man
Yeah.
is one straight and
Yeah.
two? This shit is really something that
Male strippers
gets you going.
I'm not.
icky.
I am
So
not
icky.
interested.
They're icky.
It's so icky. I think it's hilarious that there's
Yeah.
a guy really out there like, yeah, got this big dick, and, you know. And usually they have like a bottle or they have it in like a Pringles can or something like that. No, seriously. And they're making the illusion like you're about to get.
I'm dead.
No,
I'm
that
so
ass.
dead.
And they making this illusion like you about to get this 12-inch cock. Can you hear? And they got like on a fucking cheetah,
It's
a cheetah
tied.
thong.
It's tied at the
It's
base
tied at
to
the
keep-
base.
yeah.
And then you see these grown ass women, bankers, nurses,
Oh, wow.
pediatricians.
Yo.
And they're just like, oh my God, Onyx. It's like, bitch.
Onyx.
Anyway, we gotta go.
Oh my
we gotta
God.
go. We gotta
Izzy,
go.
What has gotten in you today? Like, she's going in.
It's a Jolly Rancher.
I love it. It gave
Love
you some
it.
energy. It gave you wings. Because listen, you know what? That's funny though. So sidebar really quick since we're here. My mom used to run a strip club like back in the day.
Really?
What the fuck?
Yes, my mom used to run a strip club. And so I remember, you know, like when you go over like your grandparents' house and you flip through the old, like the books of like,
albums.
just albums. And she used to have albums of her like and I would be like, yo.
At your grandmother's house.
No. We had the albums at our house.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, you know, the photo albums. But literally, she kept all the photos of the men in their like little, like you said, elephant trunks and whatever, you know. But she kept all of them, and I'm like, this is crazy.
What was the name of your mother's strip club?
I gotta ask her. But she managed a strip club for a very, very, very long time. She was in the military, and so when she was in the military, that was what she did. And look at me, like not owning and managing a strip club, but still like in nightlife, and like I kind of like followed in her footsteps a little bit. But that's crazy.
What age were you when you found out your mother?
Probably at least like I was young. I was like 7 or 8. I was like, oh, okay. My mom used to manage a male strip club.
That's fucking lit.
I am not a strip club person though. I don't like the strip club. You know, I'm just not I'm not entertained, but I'm just not. You know, I don't know.
Man, I am thoroughly entertained.
Yeah.
I love the strip club.
I see it as like almost like a science class or maybe like
Really?
a science phys ed, because the things that these girls, have you ever tried pole dancing before?
No,
Yeah,
but I want
actually
to.
was in a pole dancing
Yeah.
class. It's really hard.
It's really
It's the
hard.
fastest my body like changed.
Toned up.
I was doing that in aerial silks.
Okay.
I did
Aerial
that.
silks is
Fucks you
hard.
up, girl.
It is fucking hard. Like you think, and then I was like, yeah, I'm like, man, when will I be able to get this? Because them girls was up
there quick.
and they were like, and then we were white girls too, and they were like,
30
girl,
pounds.
You'll get it. Just give it about a year. I was like,
A
year.
year.
But week by week, I was
Getting better. Yeah. I tried a 4-day pass of aerial, and it was so fun in the beginning. But then the thing about it was every day you had a different instructor. So different instructors be coming with their own like attitudes for the class. And I'm like, bitch, I am a beginner.
I'm a beginner.
But it was mixed groups in it. But definitely hard. And going back to what Courtney was saying with the pole dancing, if you ever take a pole dancing, you get a higher level of appreciation for strippers. So when you go to the strip club and you see these girls do these very aerodynamic, defying gravity, you're just like, wow, you are
Magic.
strong.
Yes.
You are magic.
Yeah, I actually found Mercedes from P Valley, her stunt double.
Oh, her stunt
double
Okay.
on TikTok. Ran across it one day and I was like, wow. So she literally does all of Mercedes like intricate details. Like I think Brandy, I forgot what her name is, but Brandy does like very minimal when it comes, all of them do like very minimal when it comes to like the pole stuff. But her stunt double was like showing like all the behind the scenes and like it was really fascinating. Like she's the one that like dropped from down low and like can, like you said, defy gravity and the legs out and all the routines. Like it's really dope. I have a lot of respect for exotic dancers because it is not easy at all. And
they be lit as fuck doing that.
yeah, exactly.
But do you know who I may not have less respect for?
Cool.
Joe Biden.
What?
Why?
Speaking of tips, no.
Okay. Let's
So
just
y'all saw on
Yes.
no, I'm talking about like money. But
Okay.
anyway, y'all saw that he
Yes.
is coming out with a student loan forgiveness plan, right?
Yes, he is, and I'm happy about
You're
it.
not happy about that?
I am.
First
I'm
of all,
happy about it.
10K
happy.
not putting a dent. It's not
No,
putting a fucking
it's really
pinky
not.
toenail
It's not.
in my
Crazy.
fucking student loan debt. But it is.
It's a start.
It's a start. Whatever.
Yo.
20K if you are counting the Pell Grant forgiveness or
Yeah.
whatever. But do y'all feel like every penny of your college education was well spent?
Yes.
You do.
Every
Yes,
penny?
of mine. Yes. So
Okay, tell
if I
us.
can explain, if I
Yeah.
can go down. So I went to now. Okay. Yes. No, absolutely. So I was in college for 5 years. And so I got a lot of my 5 years. So the first year was lit as hell. That was the first time I had a drink. I was at Eastern Illinois University. So much fun. My dorm experience was lit.
Okay.
Sophomore year, I stayed off campus with all my friends. We had parties. I mean, I was just going to school to get my degree, but I had the biggest parties of ever because we had this big house that we rented out. But on campus, I was training to be in the TV program. Okay. And then I also was on the radio at my school. So my degree was going towards learning radio, learning TV. I outgrew Eastern Illinois University, transferred to Columbia College Chicago. Then I was on the radio in Chicago on campus. Then I started interning at WGCI. I mean, then interning for like 2 years. I went to Atlanta to go intern for a little bit. And then I pledged, AKA, like, I literally feel like I incurred a lot of student debt, but the lifelong everythings that I got from pledging, AKA, to like interning at WGCI, interning at V103 in Atlanta, to landing a job on WGCI right after college, you know, and then hosting events because I was AKA. I feel like all of my tuition was well worth every single penny.
That's okay. Good. That's good to hear.
Every penny.
Because a lot of it you started off with partying. I'm like, Demi.
But I have to let you know, like, I mean,
no, but that's
I don't care. Like, I got some lifelong friends. Like, I feel like.
But let me ask you this, because we're in similar fields. Like, I'm in television, digital content. Do you feel like you could have gotten those internships or still got where you were without the education, but just the connection to the people that were in those spaces?
No. And let me tell you why. Because people always ask me my entire radio career, I'm trying to break into the industry like at our age or like maybe a little bit younger. Like I'm trying to break into the industry and I cannot tell you anything else other than I got it through my internship. Like I got it because I interned and then I took those steps, you know, and not everybody takes those steps, right? But I'm just saying is that like I took those steps in radio from the beginning. So that is how I got my foot in the door.
But that's really good because you knew really, really early on exactly what you wanted to do.
Yep.
Like you just said, like people now and a little bit younger are saying like, man, I want to get into it. It's not impossible. We are not discouraging y'all. But basically like, one of the reasons why I feel like I didn't get every penny's worth is because I wasn't really sure at 17, 18 years old. So I kind of went with something a little bit more general. And then as I got older,
what'd you go with?
Because yours was business, or
mine was corporate and organization and corporate communications with an emphasis on public relations.
Okay. I'm so like, that sounds super detailed.
Well, it's comms.
Oh, okay.
Communication.
Yeah.
Now, but it's business communication, and then I did the PR emphasis. Then, like I told y'all, I went in and got my master's. Never even like did a professional job, and I worked in it, but never during my grad program, but never once I graduated did a professional job. It's just because my attention got diverted elsewhere,
right.
and it's just because I kind of started out, and that's another thing. If I had known at 18, 17. How to be a professional creative? Oh, I would have did that 100%.
Yeah.
Because I thought like, oh, PR. You know what I mean? But that's not, and that's kind of like a job here, industry job here. But I just didn't know like with the creative space where the money was. Because I knew it was possible, but it wasn't the.
And that's really for
goal.
Your schooling, your program to be bringing those opportunities and those references to explore. Because really, how are you going to know that unless you have firsthand experience from like someone close to you, or you've done an extensive amount of research, which the average 17 or 18-year-old, you're going to school for the information. Like I got my degree in television production, media communications, and I'm a producer now, but I feel I've met a lot of people along my way that got into their spaces because their daddy was somebody at the network or their cousin is somebody at the network. Like one of my first internships was at the Maury show, and I remember working, it was so, and this is when they moved to Connecticut, which I was really mad because I lived in New York City and they used to be on 34th Street, and they were like, got into the program and they're like, we're in Stamford, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I have to transfer. I had to commute from Connecticut to Brooklyn every single day at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy. But anyway, so one of the associate producers that as an intern, our jobs were to check the voicemails for people who call, check the emails, and like if there's a story, send the lead to the producers. So I went to one of the associate producers, and he was young. He looked like he was probably like 22, 23 or whatever. And I was like, dang, this is so cool. Like, what did you go to school for? Because I'm in school right now. And he was like, math. And I was like, I'll never forget this. I was like, math, young, entitled, privileged white boy. And I'm like, how did you make a math degree turn you into an associate producer? He was like, oh, I live next door to Maury. And his dad and Maury are friends. So it was just like, oh, let my boy go down.
You see what I'm saying?
He never was an intern. He never had to work his way up. He just got the position because of proximity. And I'm like, that's that bullshit. I don't take my degree for granted because I definitely learned fundamentals when it comes to writing and organization and those kind of things that you're not going to get without that structure. But there are a lot of people in the avenues that we're in where they're just like, it's a hookup. Like, yo, hold my man down. You'll learn on the job.
Yeah.
There was some experiences I did get from going to college and stuff that honestly, that wasn't even what I paid for.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Going to college, there's some value in it. Is it worth the $90K debt that I have?
Ooh.
I don't think so. That's all I'm saying. I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like some stuff, my most valuable things, like as far as like turning it into money, I kind of learned on my own.
Right. Yeah.
Like it wasn't necessarily they gave you skills in college, but not necessarily how to turn it into $1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not like entrepreneurship, like how we do now, where we're in. And then too, like we went to school in Chicago, and like Chicago in Illinois, like their entrepreneurship is not the top job there. Like here in LA, I feel like you probably went, because we learn entrepreneurship in church. Like Pastor Tori Roberts teaches you entrepreneurship and being a creative in church. So I feel like
That's
if we were
dope.
here in Los Angeles, that you going to UCLA or whatever school, they might have taught you how to like flip your money a little bit more, because entrepreneurship and business owners is more out here. In Chicago, it's more so getting a 9-to-5, working for the white man. You're gonna work for Blue Cross Blue Shield, work those clear, jobs where you have a blouse, like that's what it, like
I love the button
you know
up
what I'm saying?
body
like, that's
language.
that's what you're supposed to work.
Yeah,
Out here,
be corporate.
The culture, the culture is just different. So, I'm gonna take my $10,000.
I'm gonna take mine
hopefully
quickly.
20.
But I just appreciate niggas holding Joe accountable.
No, for sure.
Because Joe was trying to run off real fast.
He was.
He wanted to act like he was finna forget these student laws, but if motherfuckers wasn't pressing him and on his neck, he would have let that shit ride until his 4 years was up.
We need to put more pressure, because he really needs to just forgive all of that shit. I think I seen a post that he was forgiving, if not all of it, but much more than 10 for like a technical college in the middle of nowhere. Did y'all see that story?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, what the fuck is that? Who goes to that school?
Yeah.
Like, you forgiving Little Romeo's college?
Yes.
And I'm
ICDC,
like,
just random
some
college.
random college. It's
Yeah.
like, if you went here, you're forgiven. And I'm like, no, you need to. Also, too, I was thinking while y'all were talking, I'm like, how dope would it be that post-grads did a kind of like a survey of some sort, basically telling the school if what they paid for is really valuable.
Oh, they have that.
And but then they readjust what you really owe based off of how much you actually use. Because there's so many people that have degrees with debt and they don't even have a job in it.
That would be the most well put together project I ever did.
Y'all want to do it?
I would love to do
Y'all
that.
want to.
No, I mean, if they gave me the opportunity to say how I wasn't using that shit, I wouldn't. That would have been like the best school project I ever put together. Because everything else I half-assed turned in. Like, here,
that thesis statement would have been thick.
Yeah.
Super thick. All right, now while we're talking about accountability, Courtney, this is one story that you were really excited to talk about. You know who needs to be held accountable?
Who?
The people who did Manti Te'o wrong.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were going to get to that at the end, but okay.
Oh, you want to talk about Manti Te'o later?
I mean, we already put in him.
Well, let's get to him later, because it was going to be a part of Stream Watch Listen.
Oh, okay. He was going to spin upon it then.
Okay.
That button.
While we on the topics of talking about wrong, you could talk about your girl.
Which
Your girl, Nicki.
what she do?
Well, anyway.
She be minding her business.
You know, Nicki does a lot, but minding business, I don't think is on her to-do list.
What are we talking about here? Because I don't even have this here. What did Nicki Minaj do?
Well, okay, we were just talking about, but first I want to start with Nicki and Meg beef,
Okay.
right?
Please educate us.
So the buzz has been going around that the past few months, both have been subbing each other, right?
Okay, so Nicki and
Megan have been subbing each other. That's been the buzz,
Do
right?
they say who started who?
And so the fallout happened, people are assuming, after Megan collaborated with Cardi
Cardi B.
on WAP.
Okay.
So some of the lyrics you have here is this one's from Megan, which was on Gift and Curse.
Okay. And
it's fix your face, bitch, you hurt. All that talking ain't make me nervous. Feeling yourself, put down them Perkies, right? Which Nicki has, definitely says she's done pills, popped pills.
But who in Hollywood and rapper hasn't though? Like that's my thing.
That's not the point.
Okay, all right.
That's not the point. And then Nicki's I can't remember what song this was. I'll find it later. But don't nobody want to hear that weak shit hoe in the game. 15. She been in the game for 15 years. Ain't peaked yet, hoe. Tell that goofy get a chair. She was cocky. I could swear it till my old tape sold more than your album. Drop a tear. Which is true.
It is.
And it sounds a lot more direct to someone rather than Megan's, like you said, who hasn't popped the perky.
It does sound. Megan's definitely sounded like general.
Yeah.
But Nicki sounded very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And Rap Genius was saying this may be directed towards Houston rapper Megan Thee Stallion. Nicki claims that her Beam Me Up Scotty release on streaming services sold more than Megan's Something for the Hotties tape.
Okay, in Megan's defense for the album sales, I have to say this because Megan Thee Stallion's Something for the Hotties was supposed to be, in her mind, her final album that she was going to give to 1501 and Carl Crawford. And so I think that her last 2 albums have just been okay. Like even Traumazine, I felt like was not that good, and I feel like
That's crazy.
Traumazine was really good
and critically acclaimed. Like Traumazine is a really good album, and you are okay to feel how you feel. Is definitely objective, but Traumazine was really good.
Yeah. I just think that my opinion is that Traumazine and Something for the Hotties was not that good, but Something for the Hotties definitely was a project she threw together. Like she threw that get together to just fulfill her last album with the label because she was trying to get done with it. Yeah, Something for the Hotties. So she did that on purpose to just throw it together, and they knew that. Like that's why she's been back and forth with Carl Crawford, the CEO of 1501, because they were like, you literally gave us a bunch of old songs. You just threw this together. So I am a Barb, but in Megan's defense, I do believe she was just trying to get an album out, fulfill her last album, and just be done with it.
Yeah, it definitely didn't sell as well. And then still comparing it to Nicki Minaj, like she said, she's been in the game 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, okay, girl. But I don't know. I feel like Nicki can be a little bullyish with the whole you can't work with my ops, as if Megan Thee Stallion owes her some undying loyalty.
Right.
Like, bitch, you're not giving me head at night. You're not paying my bills. Like, what is it? Why? Because you did a song with me, I owe you my kidney and my left lung?
Yeah, but we know Nicki could be very aggressive when it comes to loyalty or the idea of like, you're on my team. I'm not saying it's right. I think that Megan has every right and freedom to work with who she wants to, especially on all of the accounts that you just said. But am I surprised that Nicki is feeling this type of way? No. And no shade to Nicki, like she's been in the game for 15 years. It takes a lot to stay relevant. I think jumping on Megan, who's kind of like the new it girl, and it's like what marketing and everything like that is like, it's almost like it's predictable. I don't like the fact that they are having quote unquote beef because there's really enough space and money and table for both of them to sit at.
It is.
But you know.
And then honestly, I don't even think it's a non-human reaction to be like, oh, this bitch worked with Cardi. Then say, I don't ever want to work with Megan again. But why do it gotta be beef behind it? And in my thing with the beef, drop acts in these songs.
Yeah. That's what I wanted.
Pink wig, you think you doing shit?
Come on, Court, and then the rest of it goes. What's the rest of it?
But everybody knows that Nicki Minaj is this way. Like she is very territorial. She did the same thing with Kanye West. Allegedly, like Kanye West worked with her, and then Kanye West went and did that weak ass song that he did with Cardi B and Lil Durk. The song was trash. It was like they recorded the song like 5 years ago.
You know,
it didn't seem current.
I was listening to it the other day with your opinion echoing in my ear. Like it's stale. And I'm like,
it's stale.
I don't hear the staleness.
It's
I actually enjoyed it.
It's not. It doesn't seem
and
like.
I think Kanye did really good on that.
I love Kanye West, but I just don't think it was like a brand new song. Like I feel like it was some shit that was like recorded a long time ago, and just like The Game putting out an old song of Nipsey Hussle, like I feel like it was recorded years ago or a year ago. Even like
I'm gonna need Cardi to
even beyond one of Beyonce's songs, like the producer was like, "Yo, I produced this beat in 2015." Like some people would literally just be sitting on shit and was like, "Oh, this will still work." I feel like it was an old ass song, and they just decided to put it out. It doesn't seem hella relevant. And I love Durk. I love Cardi. I love Durk, and I love Kanye West. But I feel like it was. Oh, my point here is that Nicki Minaj gets territorial when her collaborators work with the ops. And you would feel, so I would feel the same way too. Like one of my friends started working with one of my ops. Like, bitch, I told y'all personally I don't like working with. Like, what are you working with her for? I would be nervous. Like, are y'all talking shit about me? Like, I get it personally.
I gotta see the contracts. Are the contracts like say specifically like, hey, we collaborated together? Then you gotta leave. You know, let's let it be like Nicki.
But it's like Damn, I just lost my thought. No, it's like I get not wanting to wanting them to work with them, but it's like, are y'all friends like that? Are you calling? Are you checking on me?
And I doubt it. I doubt it.
So I feel like if I collaborated with this girl, for instance, I do makeup. If I did your makeup and we're cool and I work together, you posted me and share my stuff and tag me, and then I go and I do the makeup of somebody else who you don't like, what do you want me to do? Because are you gonna pay me for that girl's makeup?
It's business.
You guys,
it's business.
Nicki Minaj is this way. I don't understand. It's just like with the hairstylist, Tokyo, whatever the hairstylist, Tokyo Styles was working with Nicki Minaj at first, and then they got into it. Tokyo Styles started doing Cardi B's hair, and then they got into it. Like, Nicki Minaj is just territorial like that. So am I. It's a Barb thing. You wouldn't understand because you're not a Barb. Like, it's just that.
Okay, well then it's just that then.
Okay. It's that. It's that.
Okay, we want to make it past a couple more episodes. We were just talking about when we were going to get.
I'm so sorry, but while we're here, really quick, just really quick. So, Carl Crawford, just while we're on Megan Thee Stallion, real quick. So there's a story that Carl Crawford is accusing Megan Thee Stallion of not being from Houston, and so so Megan Thee Stallion pretty much responded in the form of a tweet, and she was just like, "Yo, y'all not gonna discredit all the work that me and my mom, worked to do after all these years." And I just feel like, what makes you not from a place? So you were born and raised in New York.
Correct.
Were you born and raised in Chicago?
I was born in Chicago. I grew up in the south suburbs. So a lot of inner city Chicago people talk shit about suburban people, but I ain't from nowhere else other than Chicago.
Okay. So same. So but I was born in California, but I was raised in Chicago, on Wild Hundreds in Chicago, whatever. But I also feel like I low-key was like born in California, so like I was born.
When did you live in Chicago?
This is the first time I'm ever hearing this. I've known this girl 8 years now.
Yeah, I was born in California.
Where in California?
Fairfield, California, near the Bay. On Travis Air Force Base.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in California. So,
and then you lived in Chicago at what age?
Most of my life. I think I was just like born and we like stayed there for like a year. So I was like in California for like 1 year.
That don't count. Yeah. How I usually do it, especially people from New York, because we're very territorial when people talk about I'm from the city or I'm not. If you did not do like any of your primary and secondary schooling, you can't claim it as that place. Okay. So I know people that's like, oh, I'm from New York, and it's like, but you lived in the South, and then you came to New York when you were 16. Like, that shit don't count. Yeah. Your primary and secondary school is in another place. And if you moved to Chicago as an infant, like, that California shit is definitely dead.
Okay. You from Chicago.
Yeah, you're from Chicago.
I'm trying to have
and if he's referring to Megan being from the suburb, like, what is it, Sugarland?
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah. The bitch from Houston, like from Houston, whatever. Yeah. He just sound mad. He just sound mad. So I ain't even know.
But she was born and raised in that area, right? Yeah, in that vicinity.
The girl from Houston.
Yeah, he not gonna discredit my girl. Yeah.
Why? What's his MO for even doing that?
But like, he's just angry. He's just an angry man.
It's the whole 1501. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But before we move on from Nicki and Megan, we're not gonna let it slide. Your girl giving Barb's the green light.
Why are you saying your girl? Why are you? Her name is Nicki Minaj.
Because
you got the tattoo last weekend. I mean, like, it's your girl.
Demi got Nicki Minaj Barb tattooed on her left wrist, y'all.
Y'all gonna see you on our next episode. Not the one with Jilly, because we hella recorded that, but the next one in the studios.
I keep saying your girl because I don't know.
Why you can't address her as Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj, although I love her as a rapper and artist, she is the best, if not one of the best, if not the best, right? But she does a lot of throw stone, hide your hand ass shit. Mm-hmm. Like it's just a lot of fuck shit that she does, a fuck shit around her, and fuck shit that she encourages that just makes me not want to fully Barb stand her because it's just like, as an artist, you are fucking amazing. Like, she's, you know what I'm saying, one of the greatest. So I get how she walk around very much unhumble. You know how I feel about being humble. Yeah. If I were Nicki Minaj, if I was Serena, if I was Beyonce, if I was King LeBron, you couldn't tell me shit. Rihanna. You can't tell me shit, and I'm Courtney Ivy, right? Can't nobody tell me shit. So imagine if I was fucking Nicki Minaj, you won't be able to tell me shit.
Right.
But you also have a bit of accountability. And so recently, a Barb asked, I'm not going to quote it because I don't have it, but a Barb asked, Nicki, give us the green light to go at these bitches, basically. Nicki said, y'all have 24 hours to go. Right.
First off, how is Nicki Minaj gonna give a green light for? That sounds.
What do you
silly.
mean? Exactly. Maybe
That's
you're not
silly.
a barb like you think you are. Because
I'm not about to go. I literally looked up some of my old tweets and I've said some awful things about Cardi B, which I need to delete because one of my coworkers literally searched at Demi Lobo at Cardi B, and I've said some awful things about Cardi B. So I've already spent 24 hours going. I've had 24 hours worth of content talking shit about Cardi B on Twitter already.
But that's what she did. She basically sicked the internet, the barb internet, onto Cardi, Normani, Megan.
What is Cardi B and Normani? How does Normani have anything to do with this?
Demi's not a barb. Get that tattoo removed. I'm
not with the messy barb shit. I just love Nicki Minaj and
Normani did a song with Cardi B.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
So anyway, basically, Nicki Minaj sicked her barbs on all her ops for 24 hours. I think it's very, very, very toxic stan culture. And the thing is, a lot of the people who are doing this are not 35, 34-year-old Demi. It's very high influential kids that are doing shit like this and making unsafe spaces behind in the name of Nicki Minaj.
Did the 24 hours already conclude?
The 24 hours have concluded, yes.
Okay, and what's on Normani's page? What's on Cardi's page?
It's not that it's on their page. They're just tweeting. They're doing shit, talking shit.
Oh, but are they like atting them type shit? Okay, so
Did you see? The point is like she does who shit does shit like that? Who does get them barbs? Like what is that?
Yeah, Nicki's a brat and she's older than that.
Woman with a whole child.
We're just not going to slander Nicki Minaj
we
this.
are.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
this is crazy.
That's some foolish ass shit. It's very toxic.
Yeah.
It's very irresponsible. It's not a so what type of thing. It's type of thing because if anybody ever stick their whole stand them on you, you will feel it. And I know you'll be crying.
And honestly, the people that you're talking about, I will cry. But the people that you're talking about, they have their own stands back. Like Cardi B has her own fans.
But how silly would that be to be like,
now we got
gang, go get the bird.
Children beef and shit.
Let's go, mount up. What's good?
No,
let's get it.
Over what though? What is the objective to win here?
Exactly.
What do we win?
It's like, the thing,
bragging rights.
The thing to me is it's so silly how people can sit up and go so hard behind fucking millionaires and billionaires,
and their ass is dirty.
And they don't got a pot to piss in.
And a window to throw it out of.
All of the barbs have a pot to piss in. We're literally like a sorority.
If a motherfucker's boss was giving them a hard time, I bet you Nicki Minaj ain't gonna step behind
Not
them.
at all.
Yes, she will.
Not
She will give you money.
Demi,
if I quit my job today, I could go on Twitter and Nicki Minaj would give me money.
Well, don't quit your job, but at her now and be like, hey, I'm so irritated and agitated at work. I'm about to quit. Nicki, support me.
At her right now.
Y'all crazy.
At her right now.
No, so my boss can see it and be like, yo, what you want right now? What's good?
Tell her you struggling with a couple bills. Help me. At her.
Okay.
And then next week, let's see
what
if
do I
Nicki
win?
Minaj moved behind
you. You win bragging rights. The same rights that Nicki wanted.
You win whatever money she gives you.
Yeah.
Man, y'all.
To put it towards the convo.
To put it, listen now. See, now we talking about something.
Anyways, I think it's very childish. It's very,
no, for sure.
Very silly,
cut that shit
very
out.
Toxic, and it gives stans just
bad name.
Rep.
Yeah,
because I really stand Beyonce, but let me tell you, I'm not about to go out of my fucking way for Beyonce because Beyonce wouldn't help me.
Yeah.
Beyonce, you wouldn't help me.
Beyonce would help you. That's what I'm saying. You have to believe in yourself that Beyonce would literally pick you out of all the millions of followers that
we're not going to do a delusional culture.
Delusional.
We're not doing that.
You see, that's why she a part.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably why I struggle so much in the early episodes when you be like, okay, who do you stand for? Who you stand for? And I'm like, that language just seems so intense because for situations like this, if an artist that I really enjoyed or admired did some wacky shit, I'm not standing next to that.
Same. And I still say I stand Beyonce, but I am not one of those that's going to like.
And Beyonce would never say no shit like that.
Beyonce is not even going to give you the time of day.
No, Beyonce does it. Oh, sick her stance. She does it, but she does it in a more cute way. Yeah, like
when has she ever? I feel like
on Black Parade. She said something about a bee's thing or the beehive was thing, and it's like, but it started out like I'm gonna find it if y'all really need it. It was like don't talk shit about me because them bees thing.
I do remember hearing that line.
It's a little like nod to my stand-on. It wasn't so much more of a sick them on somebody, but it was more like I be appreciating y'all
Right.
doing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's just some like I bees in a trap type shit.
Beyonce is not completely hands clean of it, but you know.
But it's subtle though.
It's more subtle.
It's definitely
It's classy. It's giving
grace.
my bag is very long.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So, we got to, while we're talking about rap, we have to talk about Capital One Records signing this artificial intelligence rapper by the name of Effin Mecca. And okay, so I'm not going to lie. My mom sent me the story a couple of days ago. And at first I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like artificial intelligence, NFTs, and like, the 3D digital robot world's like taking over. This is so cool. And then, cause I was on the radio and I like played the song and I was like, yo, this is kind of fire. But then like, as the layers started unpeeling, it was very much so giving racist, very much so giving digital blackface is what they've been calling it, giving just like, it's crazy. So this is how it worked, right? So A&Rs have been saying, listen, it takes a lot for me to hone an artist. Like I have to fly across the country, watch them perform, pay for their meal, pay for their studio time. I got to pay for all this stuff just to get them.
Groom them and all that.
Groom them, right? So, and they're like, even when I do all that, it's a 1% success rate. There's this one girl, like Dondria, for example, right? Y'all remember Dondria?
Yeah, I remember Dondria.
Jermaine Dupri's artist. Just a random example, right? Dondria just was not a good performer, but she had a great voice. She had YouTube. Jermaine Dupri was
like
backing
Summer
her.
Walker.
But Summer Walker has had success. I'm thinking of people that had a 1% success rate. Like,
Like making the band artist.
Oh, okay.
yeah, like
Dondria.
the white boy. You know what I'm saying? So somebody that had like all the tools, right? You had Diddy behind you. You had Jermaine Dupri behind you. You had a hit song. You
You
went
just
on
couldn't
tour.
blow.
You just could not figure it out. So that's what A&Rs are saying. Like it's a 1% success rate when I'm honing an artist versus if I use an algorithm that says, okay, if I rap about this, if I look like this, if I have a feature with this artist, so maybe five ingredients, this is what is going to make a hit artist. So that's what they did with this guy named Effin Mecca. They had him talk about the N-word. They had him talk about police brutality. They had him talk about, shit he doesn't even know about. And then they were like, and then he had a feature with Gunna. You know what I'm saying? So all this recipe that they thought was going to be the one. And at first everybody was like, oh, this is fucking cool. Then it turns out that the dude behind, because it's a person that's doing these raps.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
a
like,
white
break that
dude.
down.
And it's like, so you got to get in the booth and be like, fuck these niggas, these bitch ass niggas, and I kill you and shoot you in your face. But like he's a white dude that's talking about that.
Who's assembling the lyrics? The white dude is assembling the lyrics
dude.
as
The
well.
white dude, yeah.
So the AI's part comes in where?
It's digital, so
It's what you see, visual.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're doing kind of like, y'all remember Cedar's World from
Yes.
BT?
Cedar World.
Okay.
Do y'all
exactly
remember-
what it was.
Oh, okay.
So what I keep hearing comparison to is, do y'all remember Gorillas?
The movie Gorillas?
No, the band.
band
that
Gorillaz.
was a cartoon and they
I'm
never showed
happy.
themselves. Yeah.
Feeling glad I got sunshine.
Okay.
In a bed. Well, that were like kind of the first, right?
Wait, so that
Was
wasn't a real group?
Gorillas I don't even know. And I think
Gorillaz
that they
was like
played
the-
behind the anomaly of that. Were they real people?
Yeah, they were real people.
They just never showed themselphs and they always portrayed
Yeah,
themselves
and-
via animation.
And
They
it was
had this song right
basically
here, I
it
remember.
was basically combating against the whole like boy band phenomenon at the time.
That was definitely during that time.
Oh.
But Gorillas was dope as fuck.
They
I
were
think
dope.
People were comparing
This-
Mecca to Gorillas, and it's kind of not the same because Gorillas, they were two artists that you can go and see and find, but their visuals was always
Represented by something else.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's different. Like what Effin Mecca is not a person. You can't. But he does have like 10 million on TikTok though. So like,
Are you
Yeah,
dead
but
ass?
he is a person. You just said there's a person that does
Yeah.
the
So
lyrics.
so A&Rs or whoever, this one particular A&R do they know this person is white or they're only
Yeah.
okay.
They know.
oh yeah, they have to
Which
know.
is why Capitol Records went on ahead and
Severed ties.
mop that up, and because a lot of the backlash from the internet.
It was
How many songs he has?
I only know one song that he released called
Okay.
Florida Water, and that's all that I knew of. But I
have to
think he had at
listen to
least
this.
two because the song that I played, there was another song that had mad N-words in it. It's just like, yo, this cannot be life. And I'm with y'all that it's like nobody checked to see if this shit was even cool. Like, this is okay. Like, this man is literally a white dude dropping the N-word. It was crazy.
Yeah,
It was pretty crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it was pretty crazy. And also, too,
I mean, but motherfuckers like Tekashi 6ix9ine drop hella N words.
Yeah.
I mean, and y'all girl Cardi B drops the N-word.
This is the First of all, this effing Mecca, I've never seen the caricature of this. Looks fucking wild. This looks like some shit from what's the kids that they love? They was doing the dance.
Fortnite.
I was like, not Minesweeper.
It's crazy.
Whoa, this is like a fucking Fortnite character,
Basically.
and from just that, I'm already done off this situation. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the lyrics into this because this story is a little bit too new and popping for my radar. I didn't catch that, but I'm definitely looking at the lyrics of Florida Water right now, and I see that it's featured with Gunna.
Yep.
Then he had actual Gunna on it?
Gunna.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Gunna was on the song with him. And they promoted it like effing Mecca, Capitol Records, featuring Gunna and like some other person in like the NFT, the digital space. But like, I think this was all trying to tap into like the digital space, but I think they just did a bad job.
Very bad
We
job.
offer our deepest apologies to Black community for our insensitivity in signing this project without asking enough questions about equity and the creative process behind it.
I'm so tired of this bullshit. Like, how many more examples do we need from other examples of what happens when you don't follow proper protocol?
It's always
what the fuck is your team?
My bad. We didn't even look into it.
How did you not look?
Now that you brought it to our attention, we apologize.
How did you not look at it and realize this was a white dude saying the N-word? Like, that's crazy.
Everybody looked at it. This from a media standpoint, there's so many different levels and rounds of approvals. Like nothing just gets nothing at this level just gets dropped out by fucking a whim or a chance. Like, this shit really irritates me to my core because it's like it's an empty apology. And when the apologies are empty, we have another case that's similar to this that happens in another thing because people are feeling like, well, they did it, they got away with it. Right. We'll see if maybe somebody gets mad enough, and if somebody gets mad enough, we'll just pull the apology bag out the bottom of the closet and throw it out, and we'll be fine, and we'll try something else. Like, nah, this is wild. I really want to play the song low key, but we have enough issues. Yeah.
YouTube want to take
YouTube is going to be like.
All right, so speaking of apologies, I want to move on right here to
what's up, Dan?
Magic Johnson, which was the craziest shit this week. So Magic Johnson, okay, so there's a photo of him online that it looks like he's getting some kind of needle, like
placing his arm.
A professional is placing a needle into his arm, right? And so like in a place where people would typically, draw blood. So does he have AIDS and HIV? Do we know which?
I think he is actually no longer testing positive.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. He never had full-blown AIDS. No, it was just HIV positive. And I think the virus is actually untraceable.
Yeah.
I think what they're calling
That's
it.
fire. Yeah. Okay, cool. So with that being said, he still cannot donate blood.
He wouldn't be able to donate.
Cannot donate blood, which is a known fact. So there's this photo of him looking as if a syringe is doing something with a needle in his arm. We don't know where the photo came from. It could be ages old. So then somebody was like accusing him of drawing blood, and he had to pretty much slam those rumors. And I just felt like, especially if you say that it's untraceable, like that's so effed up that he had to literally go online and say, hey, you guys, like I would never do this. Like, I just feel like as a celebrity, we just sometimes be in people's business way too much because him having to even like justify that he didn't draw blood as a public figure honestly hurt me. I had secondhand embarrassment.
And you know what?
Especially for the reasons why he can't draw blood. Right. It's like, yikes.
But you know what? That's the thing. The masses are stupid.
Big facts.
People are fucking stupid. Okay? And this is why it pisses me off so bad that people would literally take a picture or say monkeypox is sexually transmitted or run with that headline and it just be like, well, I feel and I think, and it be like so uninformed. Like everybody is entitled to their opinion, but nobody takes the time to really get fucking information. It's so frustrating. It's so infuriating. That's why even though we talk about popular topics like that, I really, really, really closely screen how I receive popular information or headlines. If it is something that's, like I had a friend, she was posting all over her Insta story, don't drink Crystal Geyser water, that traces of arsenic was found in their water, right? Girl, I was like, damn, I love Crystal Geyser. Let me click and get more information. Right. What happened was...
and it's on the table.
Look, this is my favorite bottle of water.
Really?
Of spring water.
What is it with Crystal Geyser?
Well, I drink only spring water. I try to drink only spring water, and I just like this brand.
Okay.
That's all. So I was like, I love Crystal Geyser. Let me get some more information on that. Right. And one simple click got me to the page where it says... What happens is, like all water companies, they have to clean the water. There's now dirty water that comes out. They're supposed to dispose of that properly. Crystal Geyser was improperly disposing of it, and traces of arsenic was found in the water that they improperly disposed.
What is arsenic?
Arsenic, it's like a type of poison.
Yeah.
So then in the same article, it says the water is safe to drink. But the reason why it didn't even alarm me, and they got a huge lawsuit against improperly disposed. The reason why that didn't alarm me is because you know how many fucking food and drink companies improperly dispose waste. It just so happened that they got caught because you know how more expensive or how much more laboring it is. Not excusing it, you're supposed to do right, but it's more laboring, it's more costly to dispose and do shit properly. These companies take shortcuts all the time. But do you think if arsenic was in here that it wouldn't be somebody died from it? No. And I'm like, girl, the water is safe to drink. The water
still kind of makes me a little nervous. I don't know why.
Because arsenic is poison. Like now,
yes, but I just explained.
Yeah, and it's easily found in a bunch of things. You know, like even like if you order something on Amazon, they'll say, I think it's Prop 68. They were like, oh, we don't want to deliver that there, or it's like, oh, traces of this and that could be found in the chemicals.
Air. No, on the side of buildings.
On the side of buildings,
which is wild to me in California. That like on the side of the buildings, it literally says, hey, just letting you know if you go in this garage, you can inhale.
Exactly, like
arsenic.
It's 1,000 ways to die every day. But as far as in materials, like Courtney is saying, there's a lot of food and beverages. Even like with the plastic, people could say, oh, when you drink out of plastic or you put something in the microwave that's microwavable, but it's still plastic. Now you're getting like particles and toxins into your food.
I don't leave my water bottles, and if I leave it in the car, I don't drink it. Like, because they said you can get cancer. So.
Well, now how water bottles are made.
Okay,
yes,
that's good.
In the past when there were...
Because that plastic.
In the past where there was BPA in plastic, yes, the heat could break it down. But now they do not make water bottles that way. Would I encourage drinking a hot, sunny water bottle? No. But it's really hard to avoid ingesting some type of plastic. But what I'm saying is the arsenic, you shouldn't be alarmed because like Izzy is saying, the arsenic was only in the disposal of it. That's probably going to show up in pretty much anything food, beverage related because they have to clean it. Damn. They have materials that like, so when you do have those type of chemicals, you have to properly
dispose.
Yeah, separate them from
store and dispose. Yeah. They were not doing that like most companies.
Damn.
But anyway, that little you see how people run?
Yep. Like QAnon with Trump, and back in then they were like, oh my God, yeah. People are stupid, and it's a shame because we live in a world where information is so much more in abundance that you can fact check. I saw a TikTok once, and this guy was like, I forgot how it started. Oh, I should have brought it up, but he basically like, this is the hardest time of human history because you can go online if there's an opinion and a plethora of support of either way. You can say, oh, he made up something stupid like, I don't know, eating bananas can make you die. Something very, very, very standard, very general. He went and Googled it, was like, can bananas make you die or give you cancer? Whole bunch of articles. Yes, because this and that. And it was like, okay, well, I'm going to do the opposite side. Can bananas save your life? Whole plethora of pages. Bananas could save. And it's like, which direction do you go? And true, that is very much so the time that we're living in, but you still have to practice some type of like discernment. But again, we are living in an age where babies are being born more off of the he said, she said of the internet, and it's just becoming more of a whatever I see is popular is true.
Right. That's a key word. People do not have discernment. People do not have critical thinking skills. People do not
That's what college is for, critical thinking.
People do not have analytical skills. And not even just college. A lot of the times people have this set of way of thinking that was kind of programmed when they were young. It's like my mom taught me this way. My mom said do it this way, or I kind of learned this way, and it's never ever freaking challenged. And then that just pours out into every aspect of their life that nobody is able to like what is the information?
Right, and
like,
where is the
what
truth?
is this? Like, even I don't even want to like expand on it too much, but it's just like
it's good because I got a story to go
with
to
the abortion thing, right? It was like really even with Roe v. Wade, really what the government did was took away the power of it from the states or whatever, or I mean gave it to the states. Right. Like it's no longer legal. It's up to y'all whether y'all. People were like, no, like. They're given, you know, we can no longer get abortions. Technically, you can, and it would be better to give that information, not taken away from the fact that they were governing our bodies.
Okay.
But,
Yes,
but it's better to give that information, let people know, like, no, actually, how is this working? Am I in a state that still has it? Do I, you know
them
what I
blanking
mean?
it as if it's no longer an option for women at all.
I mean, but it's not okay. Let's not, because if it's per state. You know, if the whole state of California, for example, banned abortions, then that means that you would have to literally go to another state. What if you don't have the money to go to another state?
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying most people thought cut and dry abortions are illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, they were making, many states have made it illegal though.
No, the federal or Supreme Court unprotected abortion rights.
Right.
Right. But then there are still some states that do because it's in the state's hands. That's all I'm saying is it's not just abortions are illegal. It's up to the states. And instead of saying abortions are illegal,
The additional context.
you know what I'm saying? The additional context will help people to be less like forensic about it.
I don't know about that, because I feel like if there's 50 states and 40 states are banning abortions, and then of those 40 states are banning abortions, 25 of those states are literally letting people who try to go across the country to get an abortion, they're letting you like turn them in. Like I feel like that feels like majority of the world.
I'm not taking from that. Obviously, we know how I feel about
Yeah.
the whole Roe v. Wade thing. Right. What I'm saying is the wrong information gets out to the masses, and you have people who think a certain way about a topic as opposed to like, what really is it? Where am I really still protected about? That's what I'm saying. It's just like people get stuck fixated on the wrong information or just the headline. And just the headline. And then nobody goes in for further information. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got this picture of Magic Johnson that somebody then ran wild with. And it's
And knowing what it would do too.
yeah,
That's
and
why they did it.
Somebody took a video of some girl on a New York train and said, this monkeypox shit is wild, y'all. The girl had to come out and say,
Oh my God.
the girl made a TikTok and was like, this is me in this video. I have this ailment. These are benign tumors all over my body that I've suffered from. And then it's like, how fucked up is that?
Oh my God. Very.
And then it's like, and I heard a friend of mine say, did y'all see that girl on the train who had monkeypox? And I was just like, oh my God.
This is exactly why people take breaks from social media.
Absolutely. I mean, I would be devastated. One of my homegirls, actually, the other day, I was with her and she had like bumps all on her arms, and she was like, yeah, my sinuses or whatever. But everybody was low key like, because it was like literally like dot, 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 like all on her arms. And we were just like,
And
Did she say that happens to her before with sinuses?
She said it's her sinuses. Bro.
I understand being a little concerned about it, but if you were to record her unbeknownst to her,
and
put
post it
online,
and be
post
like,
it.
Monkeypox has been confirmed in this
for
girl
sure.
because of
Exactly.
my
in Van Nuys.
Yeah.
And how fucked up would that have been? How much hysteria would you have caused everybody who was at fucking Saints and Sinners? You know what I'm saying? You'll be mad because now everybody coming to Saints and Sinners.
Saints and Sinners gonna be known as the monkeypox like incubator.
But that's how information is
For
spread.
sure.
It's so frustrating.
It is very frustrating. This reminds me of a story. I'm gonna lighten the mood with a little laughy laugh real quick.
I don't know why I want that one on. Hold on, I gotta find this.
You have to give me an eye blink or something.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. All right. So when I was in junior high school, right before like my menstrual cycle started to becoming normal. I know, right? So my mom, she was very against the idea of using tampons.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But you know, you see the commercial. My life stories, I have tons.
Yes,
So I'm one day, whatever, I'm doing my cycle, and all of my other friends at school are like using tampons. You know, you learn a lot about that information from your peers.
Right.
And I was kind of like, I don't want to use a tampon, but I really didn't tell them why.
Because you of virginity.
Listen, so one day my friends are like, my mom buys it for me. Like, I use it all the time. Like, it's safe to send a third. I was like, but what about TSS? And then my friends didn't even know toxic shock syndrome.
Yeah.
So my friends didn't even know. And I thought because I knew that I was like even more righteous because I'm getting it to my fucking mom. Yeah. So I'm like, TSS, like, you don't even know. We've been in math, science. You're gonna whatever. So my friends were like, my mom tells me whatever. So one day I went and I used a tampon because I'm like, and I was also a dancer and shit. So I was tired of wearing the pads. The pads are uncomfortable. Pads are still, they have evolved, but back then they was all little bricks in your pussy. So I use a tampon and my mother goes in the trash and she sees the wrapper one day and she's like, are you using my tampons? Because she didn't buy me them and I wasn't buying them. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, she looked at me with all of the disappointment of 100 Jamaican women from the fucking island. And she's like, who told you to use a tampon? Because I told you you can't use them. Wow. And I'm like, well, my friend's using it at school and I just figured like it's at the house and you use them. She was like, tampons are for women that are having sex or have given birth. Is your vagina big enough? Are you having sex? Because I know you didn't give birth. So are you having sex? And that's because only a penis can go in. I was literally, I was so young and traumatized. I was like, oh my God, I wasn't having sex, but I was like, what if I was? My mother would know. She would know. I'm like, whoa, all from a tampon. So I went back to school, of course, telling my friends what my mother did. And my friends are like, yo, I know you can't wait till you turn 18 because your mom is fucking wild, yo. She's OD. Really, and it's like, why you got to go to that level of fear just so I won't you? All you have to do is teach me. You wearing a tampon, change it every so often. Make sure you don't keep it in all day. Yeah. Like, teach me how to do it correctly. Yeah. Don't scare me out of it. But I thought that information was correct. Yeah. I ran to my peers who had way more common knowledge that was like, no, your mom is fucking bug. And I was like,
your mom is bug?
My mom is fucking bug. And then I was like, okay, cool. And I didn't use it, but then I started using tampons because it's lit, like the freedom.
I definitely
but I had to hide it. I had to hide it for like, till I was about 17.
Wow.
I had to learn how to use tampons on my own too. And I don't even think I started it until high school.
Yeah, like it was crazy. But all my friends were like using it already because, you know, it's a easier, more way to take care of it. Convenient.
I have a confession.
Okay.
You guys, I literally just started using tampons last year.
Wow. How have you been maneuvering through life? Like,
I love the verb maneuvering. How have you been maneuvering? Demi, seriously? I know we just put our feet in the 30-year-old pool, but goddamn,
I'm not kidding.
Have you not been at the party?
I just started using tampons last year, and I don't like them. I don't like tampons. I literally only use tampons if I'm going swimming. But other than that, I've used always.
That's okay. I still use pads sometimes.
Courtney, you're looking at me like, my little baby. My little baby.
I'm just like, there's definitely times where I'm like, damn, how you go out? So you don't go out when you're on your period?
I go out,
You go to parties and
with a
pad? Because pads don't always sit right in everything.
I've never had an issue with the pad. I've always had a pad on. I just don't wear white. I try to avoid wearing white, but I don't have a problem with wearing pads. Like I
still wear pads here and there, but
here and there. But it's not. If I'm going outside, I'm not putting no fucking pad on as a grown woman.
If I'm going to a club or if I'm going like swimming,
what is the difference?
Or working out? It's just out the way.
Yeah.
You got a big pad. You trying
going
to
between your butt crease. Like when you sit down, you get up.
What kind of pads do y'all get? Because always is very flexible and very.
But you know, pads just started becoming hella like fucking convenient and thoughtful now. Like they haven't always been that way.
But I've always used the yellow ones have always been my go-to. I just started
with the wings or no wings.
Yeah, definitely with wings.
Okay,
we not doing no pads without wings. So the yellow pad with wings.
I am not, but that's what I'm saying. With wings, you got a mini skirt on,
right? Like, exactly. The fucking plastic hits you in the thighs.
See, y'all fast. Why y'all wearing mini skirts? That's the question right there.
Demi, I can catch you outside of a mini skirt.
You can't catch
but
me.
I'm not judging pad.
No, it sounds like you guys are passion.
We're laughing. We're laughing in love.
I'm not passion.
You guys are passion.
No, definitely not. Don't cancel us because there's a whole culture about that. But well, how are you enjoying tampons now?
So I don't wear them every time.
Is it because you got a nigga?
So I will say my last cycle I did go tampon-y. And I even wore a thong, which is crazy. I wore a thong and
with your pad.
What? This isn't
no. I wore a tampon and a thong. together.
A tampon and a thong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
It
fine.
feels so much better.
Yeah, it did feel good.
You
I
just put
actually,
the string-
It did feel good.
You just put the string backwards in your butt crack.
And that's it.
It's out
I
the
just learned that.
way.
I also just started wearing thongs last year as well. Like I just
Oh
grew
my
up
God.
like last.
I'm not judging.
These are the moments that are going to make the show viral, though. So
kid.
keep the transparency
I'm
going.
a little kid. Like I don't know what it is.
So what about like lingerie with your niggas? Because lingerie's all thongs.
So I just got my first like actual lingerie. It's like I haven't used it yet, but it's like in my drawer, like ready for like some big moment or something like that. Like maybe
Okay.
my boyfriend's
And is it a
birthday.
thong? Is it a thong?
Oh yeah, it's like a little. It's like a thong one. It's like I got two actually. I
Uh-oh.
got a red one and a green one. And so the green one is like the garter and it has like it's like a 4-piece set. Like it's like
Okay.
And then the red one is like just like a bodysuit. It's like lacy and cute. So I'm growing up, you guys. Literally, I'm growing up right before your eyes. But yeah, and I've only been to the strip club once. Like I'm really like. I'm a little nerdy, a little bit, but like still like in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a little mixture of both.
That is so amazing.
growing
The
up.
things you learn.
I know. I literally feel so weird wearing thongs. I hate them. But like recently, like you said, I felt so free. I was on my period. I was out with my boyfriend. I had like a little leopard, thingamajig with a little tampon or whatever, and then a little thong or whatever. I felt so just like a bad bitch. Like, yeah.
I'm glad
You
grown
better
up,
walk
baby.
with a hip switch.
Yes.
With
So-
your thong in your butt.
My thong and my thong and my tampon. I felt very, very adult-like.
Thong in my
So-
tampon.
All right, yeah. So let's get into the group chat because it's killing Courtney to get to this Manti Teo story
I was
and
actually
stream watch
looking at the
listen.
group chat.
Oh,
'Cause I
okay.
hadn't looked at it.
Let me. We're not going to do the group chat. But
I thought yours was this one.
no, we
No,
know.
this is yours. No.
No.
Yeah,
I got it. I got it.
Playing on these
I got it. This is the one. It's time for
The
group chat.
Yes.
was
Okay.
it.
Okay.
That was it.
I need a little sticker.
Yeah, we definitely. Okay, so this week it says, I love getting cute morning texts like, your order has been shipped.
Yeah. I love a good order has been shipped.
I love
haven't
that.
been
The favorite.
ordering a lot lately. And Amazon is basically like my side nigga. Whatever.
Yes,
Like
I love
For
Amazon.
sure. All of our side
Yeah.
niggas.
What is the last thing you ordered from Amazon?
the last thing I ordered from I know what it was and I sent it back. It was a dress.
Really?
Yeah. I called myself like ordering this like all white dress. I had to go to an all white party.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. You look
last
cute.
week. And that wasn't the dress. I ordered something from Amazon. I wanted to like style it. So all it was a cute bodycon tank dress.
Okay.
When I tell you that shit was, they probably made it with fucking petroleum. I don't know what material this was. And then it was like, I ordered a large, maybe a medium, but I'm just saying, my titties ain't that, they big,
Yeah.
right? But they're not that big, but the cup was so little.
Tiny, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like.
Amazon sometimes hit or miss. You could sometimes find some like amazing saves, but
I know, but it's like, it is hit or miss, but I was like, man, I looked at the reviews, the pictures. I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with just a white tank body.
Right.
that's true. So it
No.
had cups in it, like it was shaped for.
Yeah, it had little cups. Okay, cool. I'll give them that, even if the cups didn't work. But it was so terrible. Like, I know if I had stood too close to this candle right here, would have just melted
Yeah.
into baby oil.
Yeah.
So I sent that shit back.
Damn.
I sent it back. But anyway, I love a good order has shipped.
Yes.
I bought 3 things from Amazon recently, just last week. So, Kristen, our friend Kristen, influenced me into getting this cute, like, glittery
yeah.
fan. Oh my God. It's like perfect for like when you're in the club and it's like glitter and glittery. I'll send you the link. It's super
Wait,
cute.
it blows glitter?
No, it's a
No.
fan. It's literally just like a little fan, but it has like glitter on
Cool
it.
you
and
down
stuff
when
like
you're
that.
high.
Yeah.
how
Oh,
you be
you know how
out.
many videos I record of girls and make fun of them on my story for that shit?
Oh,
I
you
can't.
I can't even.
You would've made
don't
fun.
be hot.
No, like pull
Yes,
out
you
a
do.
portable fan in the club.
It's
You
not
don't
a-
be hot in the club.
I guess I'm too lit. No, not
You
really.
gotta see. You have to see this fan. It is
I got my
honestly
makeup fan. I got a couple of these, but that
okay.
one
See
is
now
cute.
that one.
That's the fan I'm thinking it's looking like, because I seen girls pull out this fan in the
y'all
club,
keep talking,
and
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
go get my fan on.
and I'm like, Britt, like what? Actually, I seen girls pull out those fans, and we be outside, and I'm like, what?
If I have to go to Six Flags or
Okay, Demi has a
Disneyland.
whole. This first of all, it looks like
Dazzle.
it's you hold liquor in it. It looks like one of
It
those
does look like a flask.
It looks like a
flask.
flask.
But literally, you pull it up, and then it's like just really cute.
I think it's actually a button that shoots it up.
I think
Christmas is like that.
No, I don't have a button.
Oh.
Now,
You pull it up.
Okay.
now the construction of this is cute.
No,
I
see,
like
but
it because
this is what I don't like about this fan though. I thought that it came with the rhinestones on it already.
You had to make the
you have to-
rhinestones?
Yeah, you have to cut your rhinestones. So
Wow,
my shit is a
Demi.
little like, you know.
What do you mean you have to cut
You
the
really-
They
rhinestones?
give you just a strip of rhinestones that you have to apply and cut to this size.
What?
this shit
Yeah.
really blows some air
They
though.
give you it's 3 settings. So I just used the rest to put it up there. You see, Kristen doesn't have it at the top. Like you literally have to cut. And remember, Kristen
Mine is
was
still
was
blowing and it's
redoing
cool.
mine because I just wrapped it around. Like I didn't feel like cutting it, and so she took it off and like did like this to make it like that.
So where you want to use that at?
So I've used it at Station 1640 before. I'm going to
Station, you need that. Station be
Okay.
hot as fucking me. I don't know what's up there.
I'm going to
AC.
Disneyland tomorrow. Like maybe it might be hot. And just places like it has like a long you charge at the bottom and it has like a nice
Now
little
that's
shelf
cute.
life. Yeah.
All right, I might
'Cause
invest.
it's cute. Like that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Like
that
those,
fan is hella
those are
like,
But do you wear
I'm-
wigs?
yeah. Sometimes
Because I'd be about to die in my damn wig. And so that fan would definitely, I'd be hot.
Okay, let me tell you what
Oh
else
my
I bought on
goodness.
Amazon.
Yeah.
I told you I had a fly infestation. Did I tell you about
Yeah,
that?
you
you
bought the
found us-
strips.
I bought the strips. And then also these headphones that I have on right now because I was DJing on Thursday night. Y'all were
Lost your
there.
headphones.
I didn't lose them. I left them at the club after DJing and I came back and they were not gone. They were not there. So I had to rebuy. And I love, these are like industry standard, like radio,
Yeah.
podcasting, like everything.
Shout out to Sony.
Shout out to Sony. Like producers, everybody uses these headphones everywhere. And I was like, you motherfuckers, like y'all know that they were like, oh, I don't see your headphones anymore. Like somebody was like,
These are good ass
these are good. These
headphones,
are
and they're not
perfect.
even broken down. Like,
Yep, they brand new.
Yeah, yeah.
I just got them like 4 months ago prior.
well,
So
guess what? They're going to go deaf because when you steal from people things that you're
Period.
stealing from against, what we
And
say.
these and on Amazon, they don't
Yeah.
even cost that much. They're like literally like $85. So I was just like, I'm gonna just buy some more because I love them. I love these headphones.
Yeah, last things
what
I
I
got on
just
Amazon some plant care because you know I'm going back home
you're-
soon.
okay.
So I have this whole fucking jungle shit in my crib, and I'm like, how am I going to keep these plants watered for 2 weeks
Yeah.
and not die? So I have like these I made like this fucking like almost like an aqueduct. So I saw this video and this guy was like, if you get, and this is for you and anybody else listening. So you get some twine and then you put one end of the twine in like in a bottle of water or a tub of water or whatever, something that can hold a lot of water. Then you put the other end in the soil and then through Jesus Christ or the Holy Spirit, the water is going to absorb into the twine and self-water the plants as needed as the soil dries.
Okay.
I'm scared as fuck because my plants are doing very well,
Yeah.
and I feel really bad for leaving them.
How many
but
plants do you have?
27.
You have 27 plants.
Nice. You're a
Yeah.
good plant mom.
It's a whole jungle theme. It's really out
You
of
like
hand,
the Nick Cannon of plant moms.
basically.
He
And
got
they all
another
have
baby on the
names.
way, y'all.
I know. I saw
It's
that.
Wednesday, so I figured one would drop today.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait a minute, 27 plants. Big ones,
It got
small
crazy.
ones?
Big ones. Half of them are poisonous. Like
You have
very.
poisonous plants.
Like if you were to get like some of the cellulose sap on your skin, it could be detrimental. But I don't be fucking with them. Nobody be messing with them.
Okay, nice.
But yeah,
Wait,
but I like.
I'm sorry, really quick. Do you tell people that come over don't touch that plant?
No, 'cause that's not
You
how
should
would-
know not to touch my plants. They look like they have been in fucking a plant museum. Leave them alone. But yeah. It all started with like 1 or 2, and then I like the pandemic. I owe it all to the pandemic. I never even really cared for plants like that. Then I got a couple. They did really well, and I was like, Then I got plants coming from the ceiling. Like I got them. Yeah, it's a jungle.
I'm just scared about the poisonous plant because I feel like I'll be the one that'll be like, come over,
Well,
having
as
a
long
drink,
as
and I'll
you
be like,
don't-
oh, this
Just
plant is
touch it and die.
No, you have to ingest it. Like if you're like, oh, this leaf is so pretty. I wonder what it tastes like. Death, arsenic.
Or if like you break open and
Yeah, rubbing on your skin. Yeah, but
and it's not gonna kill. It may not kill you.
Yeah,
but
Why
might
do you
have a
want
reaction.
poisonous plants?
well, I didn't know they were poisonous when I got them, but I thought they were pretty cool once I found
mean,
out.
It's just it's not poisonous. It's just the plant's way of protecting itself. Like if it were out in nature.
So a
it's
bunch
not
of
like-
herbivores don't eat them all.
Yeah, it's not just like it's meant to kill you. It's just like a potato. If you eat a raw potato skin, that's technically poisonous.
Shut up.
Yeah, you
You
wouldn't.
guys teaching me something new every
You
week.
wouldn't die, but you may have some adverse reactions
Yeah.
to it and shit like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow. Well, that was the group chat. All right. So
And tell
let's
us
get
your buys on Amazon in the chat.
in the chat. All right, stream, watch, listen. What we got? That's literally mine is exact same every single week. I am trying to plow through Love Island USA.
Lord.
I'm trying to get
podcast purposes. You're gonna have to figure it out. You gonna have to get some.
Well,
I am watching. On your phone.
Okay, I am watching The Shy. Currently watching The Shy. I did watch the first episode of Kanan's Story Power. Me and Bae watched it. But I did watch that.
She gave a thumbs up.
I did watch. It's just hard to watch. Like, it's like New York, like all that accent.
Hold on. Especially when you were like, I feel like I'm a New Yorker now.
It's like so like it's not like. It's like not like new school New York. Like it's just like, because we're gonna shoot you in the face and you got you. And super
New York
mob and like everybody's accent is not even real. They're not from New York. It's just not the business for me. Like I
gotta check that out so I can see.
It's like even the main character is just like, I told you, son, but it's just like not it. It's not it. And I'm just like, I be trying, but I be trying to figure out who's accent
Does Bae
is
like
real.
it?
In love.
He does. How does he feel about the authenticity of the New York?
He doesn't care. He's from New York. It's New York. It's old school New York. He is all in because it is fucking New York.
Okay, so I can see that
it's
too.
some Chicago shit. It's dead ass.
Where's it? Where are they basing the setting?
I don't fucking know. I think New York,
like
Brooklyn,
South Jamaica, Queens, or something.
Queens.
South Jamaica, Queens, and it's crazy every time somebody say that. It's Nicki Minaj. But like, if somebody shows me some old school Chicago shit, I'm all in. I don't care if it's new school.
Oh, so you're being biased right now. That's fine. That's fine.
I don't like it. I don't flow with it, but like that's just me. But I'm still watching Love Island USA. I'm trying to plow through so I can get to.
What episode are you on?
Girl,
now?
Probably like 7. I'm trying.
Girl, you started watching that shit episode 2.
First of all, you're not plowing through. For y'all that don't know, Love Island comes on literally every day. It comes on Tuesday. A new episode releases every day, Tuesday through Saturday. She's talking about she on episode 7.
And she started watching it from episode 2 of the Convo.
First of all, can I tell y'all my schedule though? Like I literally work 12 hours a day.
No,
By the
we
time
get
I get
it.
home, I have time for like maybe 45 minutes of I am doing the best I can. Okay?
No, I feel you. I don't even make time to watch it, so I ain't messing with you on that. But you've been.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Fast forward that shit now.
Teo, go ahead, Court, because I know you are over here. You got your notes ready.
No, that was one of the ones I wanted to talk about. And the reason why.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have one more thing. Can I talk about what I've been streaming?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been really into this like Africa music. And it's like, oh my God, I've been getting my whole life. I'm just gonna play one song for you guys. And so
keep it short.
What do you mean by Africa music?
Like, I'll play it.
You mean not Afrobeat?
It's not quite. I don't consider this Afrobeats. I consider this like
more like
African,
indigenous.
Like, no, it's like Africa. It's like kind of Afrobeats. I really been into. Hold on a second.
Who's the artist?
That's my shit. I've been like, I have like a whole like playlist.
Nice.
It's like a little bit more than just like Afrobeats. Is like you know last
it's,
that's like Afrobeats. This is like Africa.
Okay.
Like it's like the names don't like make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't
make sense to you.
No. Like this. This.
Okay, so more like real Africa music,
like
more
the niggas they made it with like real drums and shit, like real like they in the.
It's not hip hop Afro.
No, not hip hop, not Burna Boy. Like it's like these names.
Who put you onto this?
Just DJs I've been listening to. Like I've been tapped in.
I need you to also make sure that you keep your eyes on some dance hall music too, because we have a lot of new music coming out of the island of Jamaica, and I just feel like I'm all for Afro beats.
Well, put us on, sis.
Okay.
Are you Jamaican?
Yes.
Girl, oh my God, we've been on episode 9 of this 10 of this podcast.
Girl.
I'm Jamaican.
She just said her Jamaican mom.
You said Caribbean, but I was gonna ask then. I was like, I didn't remember talking about you being Jamaican.
Who said Caribbean? I always say Jamaica.
Caribbean. She said Jamaican.
Yeah.
And I said Caribbean moms are mostly.
My grandmother's Jamaican.
Yes.
Wow. Jamaica man. Okay.
Oh,
sorry,
Lord, that was embarrassing. I think I got secondhand embarrassing.
She nailed it. But I will give you a song that you should definitely put on the playlist. And it's viral on TikTok. Like that's how I actually heard the song.
What song is it?
It is called it's called One Uptown by Baka.
Okay, play it.
Play a little bit.
That's what.
The good part is coming right here.
Okay. Okay.
This is viral on TikTok?
All right. I like it.
She's literally doing the dance right now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
Y'all never seen the dance on TikTok?
No.
Oh.
And if we haven't seen it, then it's not popping.
No, it's very popping. I hear you.
If I haven't seen it, I will now.
Yeah, you
played
definitely see
it. My phone didn't picked up on
All
everybody's phone.
One Uptown by
Baka, Baka.
Okay,
Baka.
cool.
He has a whole bunch of like.
That same type of stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. More fire.
All right, Courtney's ready to get to her stream watch list. She's literally eagerly been holding.
My text messages.
No. You are
Chill.
ready. Your notes are right there. You're so ready. Let's get into it, Court.
What is that? That is a group chat.
What? I thought we already announced. Okay. Awful.
I need to label the sound effects. Okay, go, Court.
Please, because I wish you would stop playing with them every week. Anyway, so if y'all are Game of Thrones fans, House of Dragon. It's called House of the Dragon, but I don't know why they just name it House of Dragon.
Okay.
House of Dragon came out on Sunday.
Yep, HBO Max.
I thought the first episode was pretty good.
Okay.
It definitely does not kick off. It kicks off with a lot of energy, unlike the Game of Thrones premiere.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm still undecided on how lit I feel like this series is gonna be. I hope it like stays with my true Game of Thrones, my Game of Thrones passion.
Whose story is it? Daenerys?
This is technically it's the Targaryen story.
Okay.
So this takes place 172 years before the reign of Daenerys Targaryen. So it gives you the history of the Targaryens. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
I got not that far into it. I really did like it, but it's like that's a show that you have to be like, this hour is only for this show. You can't go to the bathroom. You can't fucking make a snack.
If you go to the bathroom, somebody gonna die.
Listen. And then it got really like just so inhumane for me. I was like, okay, I'm getting angry. And then it's like seeing all of the white psychoticness. I was just like, I was dealing with some whites at work. It was just playing. It was fucking with me. It was just too close to home. Like I was just like, oh, these motherfuckers are diabolical since day one. So I couldn't finish it. But I do like the Targaryens. They're the likable ones, right?
Girl, no.
Who's the dragon family?
The Targaryens.
You don't like them?
No, I wouldn't say that. Daenerys Targaryen was very much likable.
Oh, okay.
Courtney used to literally be like, I'm having a Game of Thrones watch party.
Oh,
No,
like,
people go really hard, and I
yeah.
appreciate that because I'm like, damn,
And now it's like 10 episodes, 10 seasons, right? That I missed.
girl.
It's only
Oh my
8
God.
seasons.
You know what's funny? I thought Game of Thrones started like 5 years ago or something, and then when I started getting into it, and I learned like this shit has been out forever.
Okay, if I were to start, should I start with the
Don't
old shit?
forget,
or-
you too late. You too late.
You're not. Hell no, you never too late to start Game of Thrones.
Uh-oh.
No.
She done
I'm for
told
real.
me.
Like, don't listen to a non-watcher. It's not too late.
Damn,
You can-
I'm hating them outside the club.
Outside the club. No, you can always. Carmen is actually.
What?
I didn't even hear it. I didn't even hear it. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Was that a piece?
Somebody tagged our podcast page, and I was looking at what they
They
tagged
cooking
us with.
lamb chops?
Yeah, I guess someone wanted us to know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just saw Carmen tweet that she is actually binging
Carmen
Game of
who?
Thrones. Carmen Williams. Your friend Carmen, girl.
Uh-oh.
My friend Carmen.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, my Carmen.
Carmen,
Got it.
if you
Not
hear
Carmen,
this,
Carmen.
you-
Carmen, she gave
you
her
owe her- you
full
owe her
Carmen
a
name.
Barman. Carmen Barman. Got it. Okay.
Carmen,
okay.
you owe her a pop.
No.
But
I'm
anyway,
sorry.
I just saw she tweeted and is binging it, and it is definitely binge worthy.
I
But
just don't have binge
it's a
time.
hard hour. Like
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Do I start with the prequel since it's the beginning story?
No.
she got to start from episode 1,
I
season
don't know
1.
if you actually have the time to sit with it, but if
You don't?
ever,
I didn't.
But if you ever sat with it, you would not regret it for sure.
If it's doomsday and you still have Wi-Fi, but it's unsafe to go outside, start that.
I would watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so we had Game of Thrones.
Start that.
Not Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, House of the Dragons.
Okay.
Then I started Issa Rae's production, Sweet Life LA.
Oh, wait. Issa
What?
Rae, Sweet Life?
Yes, girl.
Wow. Okay.
Can you
I've
send
heard,
a chat when you start looking
Yeah.
at
I'm
stuff?
just telling y'all never watched.
I heard
Just-
terrible reviews about it, though. I'm not going to lie.
What is it about?
Is it a reality show?
Yes, it's a reality show. It's an unscripted show. It is about a group of friends, a group of young black professional friends, circumnavigating their way in LA.
I love that word. That's one of my good words.
Navigating their way through adulthood in LA while being friends and relationships and stuff like that.
Drop the title again and where we can find it.
Sweet Life LA. It's on HBO Max.
You know,
okay.
The Issa Rae Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
Yeah, the Issa Rae
Okay.
Cinematic
HBO.
Universe.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's not bad in the realm of reality shows. It doesn't feel real, but you kind of get drawn into it because it does seem a bit staged and
30
fake.
minutes or an hour.
And I understand 30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
30, I know Issa Rae is 30 minutes. That's it.
She's like, bitch, you're not getting more.
And I do understand that reality shows, every reality show has fakeness to it.
Yeah.
I just don't want my reality shows to feel heavily fake
yeah.
and contrived. And this one does feel a little contrived, but it's black. They are beautiful.
Okay.
It shows black love.
Okay.
It shows black professional. They're young, and I'll be like, damn, maybe I'm old. Like, do the youngins really act like this?
But Issa's 30 something. She's portraying a younger character.
Child, I just said this is an unscripted reality show. Issa Rae produced. She is not.
She's not in it. Issa Rae's not in it.
Okay, that's why my head.
Child, no.
This is why I couldn't wrap my head around it because I'm like, I know when Issa's on screen. How did I miss this? Okay, cool. I was
okay, cool.
I was confuzzled. Thank you.
Confuzzled. What the heck?
But anyway, it does. I don't know. Sometimes the drama seems a little like fake and like, oh my God.
No,
like,
I
y'all
can't.
gotta. But it is still, you watch the first season, but it is still kind of entertaining to watch.
Okay.
If you can like bear through like the fakeness of it and like, you know, they are younger than us, so it's like, oh my God, you kiddos, like y'all tripping over this stuff. But it's, to me, it's still very entertaining to watch, and it is a very what is it that we liked about Insecure? It doesn't paint us to be a monolith. Like they're into the arts, you know, some chase their career, some do this.
Well rounded. There's no black woman trope of being angry, dusty, whatever. Like art.
Because they're young though, right?
Yeah, they're young. Yeah.
But they figuring this shit out.
They figuring it
healthy.
out.
Okay.
Yeah. And they have their young drama, and you be like, okay, but it's cute. They're beautiful. They be having their little cute outfits on and their cute hairstyles. And
I love good wardrobe.
You see a lot of like LA in it or whatever. Okay, don't watch it.
I don't.
Just watch this shit.
I don't expect you to watch
I don't want
anything.
another reality TV show. I don't want to watch another reality. I'm sorry, Issa Rae, because I love Issa Rae.
No, we love
Issa.
We love Issa. No, keep it.
No,
Issa's heard worse.
I love Issa
If
Rae.
you don't want to watch another reality show,
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
It's cute. I think it's cute. It's not gonna be hard hitting, but
It's 30 minutes. I could do it.
yeah. Okay. And then, like Demi mentioned earlier, we had The Girlfriend That Didn't Exist, the story of
Yes.
Which the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because it did go along with the theme of fake headlines.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. If y'all watch this, it is literally, it's sad. You know, like you really feel bad for him, and he's getting a lot of outpour on social media.
Well,
now.
tell us what happened, because everybody's been talking about this. Not gonna lie, but there are some people that don't know.
Yeah,
what
because
happened.
it's a story that already played in the media. It won't be too many spoilers. Right. But if you're familiar with the story, basically he was a big football player. He played for Notre Dame. He was from Hawaii. He came from a Christian family. He started online dating a girl on Facebook. So he's busy. We can understand how long story short, it was a catfish relationship, right? He doesn't know. So the catfish, in order to get out the relationship, fakes their death, right? So now the catfish done killed themselves off, and he announces like, I'm playing this game for my grandmother. His grandmother had passed earlier today. The girlfriend fakely died at the night.
Just so happened.
Right. They didn't, you know, the next day he had a really big game, a huge game for Notre Dame. He's saying he's playing it for his girlfriend and
his grandma.
His grandma. Turns out, you know what I'm saying? So the media runs with this heart-wrenching story.
Yeah.
Turns out the story was obviously fake. A couple of journalists did some fact-checking after ESPN reported, Sports Illustrated reported, and all these big publications reported this shit. Nobody fact-checked. Nobody fact checked. But then there's one little teeny tiny, like almost like BuzzFeed type of publication, did some research, realized it's fake, released that information into the world, and now you got the world running with that story. Like this is some type of hoax, blah, blah, blah. But he really did not know. But that just goes to show how fucking stupid
people are.
People are. And really, it really takes whatever the media, however the media decides to package it and give it to people.
That's what we'll take.
That is what people take.
But that's also, too, why you have to be very nervous about what you said earlier about headlines, is that, like, these headlines, I've been a blogger for a very long time. So, like, I already know the power of a headline. Like, literally, I understand, like, it was my job to make a compelling headline so that to get you in, and then you start reading that shit, and then you have to yourself read the whole article to get to the bottom of what actually happened. So that, you know, the headline shit, that clickbait is real. Like, it's really real. And I really feel bad for this man because he was, like you said, he was such a big deal that he lost everything. Who knows what he would have been today. And so he actually speaking out about it now. And so I'm hoping that, like, he probably won't be able to play like football, but like hopefully because as a result of this,
he did play. He did go on to play in the NFL. Okay, but he definitely wasn't picked as highly as he could have been. Yeah. It cost him a bag, 100%.
Absolutely. And so hopefully he's able to, like, you know, Colin Kaepernick is not actively playing, but he's still able to make money, you know, and hopefully he can find a way to still, like, you know, make money and stuff.
Yeah,
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it sucked. No, but I just want to say, because I meant to mention this song a while back, but I kept forgetting because we kept putting off Stream My Children. But anyway, the Persuasive remix with Doechii and SZA. Have y'all heard it?
Play a little bit.
First of all, I love Doechii.
I love Doechii.
Yeah, and
she's signed to Kendrick Lamar's record label.
I think so.
Yes.
But anything, why is it that the golden touch of SZA, because she hop on some shit and I be loving it.
And SZA, they're both fire. I love them.
And SZA's coming out with a project soon, right?
Hopefully, at some point. Hey, sounds fire.
But it's vibey. I won't play too much of it. Just because we do go on YouTube. But SZA hop on the song, and I just fucking love that shit. I love vibey ass songs. I really been meaning to make a beach day. You know,
or do that, please.
Yeah,
but
bonfire.
It's more of a like not turn up. Like, I want to chill and vibe.
Okay, let me tell you the weekend the day you should do it while I'm off. Let me tell you.
Wow. Oh, because you don't want to come if it's vibey.
I want to come. I want to be off for that.
I want to vibe. I'm not trying to like be lit.
So we just edibles and a little bit of Casamigos.
Maybe a little bit of
Can you do it on Saturday, September 10th or Saturday, September 17th?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do the 17th.
Because I'm off both of those days. I don't have no day party. I'm literally off, and I will.
Are you going to block it? Is it something going to come on? Because you know Demi be like, I'm off, and then
if Courtney says we're doing a beach day, I'm legitimately going to the beach.
Or
you can do it. My boyfriend's going to the Bahamas on the 17th.
Girl,
so I won't have anything to do.
Have your secretary email her,
please. So anyway, the beach day. Just so you know, I'm putting it out there. This is not. You know how I get. This is not up for like flexibility, right? So we going to the beach. It's going to be slightly before sunset because we will be there when the sun sets.
Yes,
there will be a playlist. I do not take requests.
Okay,
I literally get so many songs from you because you have very, 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 very good musical ear. Like, I still don't know where you get your music from. Like, I feel like
I know. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I need to.
But we won't be twerking.
No twerking, bitch. You twerk. You twerk.
Won't be twerking.
You twerk while you're just standing there doing nothing.
You see, these bitches don't know what vibe.
This bitch, because bitches. I'm like, okay, when you said sunset, I'm here for it because I hate DJs like pull up at noon and 1. I'm like, it's too fucking bright. Can we do it when it's a little bit more calm?
So
we're gonna do a bonfire.
We're gonna be talking. I want good conversation.
Okay.
I want food. I want snacks. Okay. I want a vibe.
I like that.
I love moments like that. I want to awaken the mind, less of the ass. You know what I'm saying?
So let's take a trip.
So funny to hear you saying this.
Oh my God, Demi,
at sunset.
You do not know me.
Wait, Court. A trip at sunset.
A trip at Sunset. We could do that. I like it.
Sunset.
Maybe I'll even make a flyer. But it's invite only, okay?
Okay.
You just invited
Y'all
everybody who listens to our podcast. But
Y'all want to come pull up?
If they come because they heard from the podcast, then they're super fans because they're already at the end.
This far,
They're already at the
real.
end. Yeah, for
I love
sure.
the people that make it this
If
far.
y'all made it this far, y'all could come.
Because we talk about some real shit once we get to this part.
If y'all made it this far, y'all can come DM me at Courtney Ivy on Instagram or at the Combo the Pod on Instagram. I check the DMs. We all check the DMs, but I'll respond to you and add you to my guest list.
I love that.
Period.
Do I get a guest list? Do I get like a certain amount of people I can
Demi,
bring?
you're not even going to be there. Stop.
I literally told her the exact days that it needs to be, so I'm off.
Okay.
So if Courtney makes it on a day that I have to work, you are op, and I don't fuck with you. Like, Nicki
Uh-oh.
Minaj. Like, I'm just saying, I just run the tape back, and I told you the 2 days.
Yikes.
What
You
gonna do?
Appiana?
Get your
But don't worry, I'm not
barb
going to come
gang
after
on
you,
me?
Courtney. I'm not going to sub you
What
on
gonna
social
do?
media.
Get your barbs
I'm gonna
on me?
get the barb gangs, or we gonna be in your comments. We're gonna be at your head. I'm coming for you, G.
Wild
All
shit.
What's up?
Well, that's all I have for Stream Watch Listen.
That was a good
was
ass
good.
stream watch. Listen, like that ass.
Did you have anything?
I mean, I gave y'all my song
Okay.
by Baka, and I'm going to piggyback off of the Mateo story because I did just finish watching that, or the first
Good, 'cause
episode.
It's not too hard. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
too
not
long
too
to watch.
hard.
While you packing, you could throw it on Netflix.
But I got to do the Issa joint because I thought she was
okay.
in it, but she's not in it, so I got to see how she's not in it.
Okay. Yeah, she's not in it. I think I feel like you'll like it. I feel like if this was Izzy when you were 24, I could see your character being in it. And it'd be like, yeah, this girl Izzy from New York. Like, I mean, like, yeah, she's
know what I'm
like
saying,
loud
son?
or whatever. Like, she talks of this guy I used to talk to, and I just think that is so fucking shady. And like, I don't know, me and her are gonna have a sit down. And I'm gonna.
I wish a bitch would sit me the fuck down, to be honest. But you know, I usually get along with anybody that I meet because I really come with no fucking like expectation. Why y'all giggling?
No, I'm just
Y'all was like, you got a fucking list.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm giggling something, right?
I'm
So
very
it's something-
easygoing.
It's something that I cannot say on the pod because I don't know if niggas gonna actually like listen. But it really made me think about a conversation
Demi.
that I gotta tell y'all off air. And it made me think when you was like, I wish a bitch would like try to like, what did you just say?
I wish a bitch would sit me down.
Yes, it made me think about something. Remind me, I gotta tell y'all this one.
I will remind you.
I wish I could tell the pod, but like it'll be just my
Maybe
luck.
it'll be Patreon content. Let us know if y'all willing to do our Patreon for us. Because we be having some stories.
That's what we need.
And I done
That's
lived
what
a
we need.
life. I got some damn stories,
No,
y'all.
And
for real.
low key, Izzy's the only one that's really like got to some wild shit. Like you did too though. No, you're
You
damn
did some wild shit. The bitch called me fertile last week, so I had to admit.
You're damn Vegas.
She was like, no, because you're fertile. You're hella fertile.
No, she can have my baby.
I was like, Demi, what the fuck?
You're damn Vegas Spider Woman on a porta potty, which should have been the episode title.
Oh man,
that story was
we
wild.
had people posting that. Talia post that shit now. Like I don't know.
It's
Anyway,
out there in the world.
it's out there.
Anyway,
It's out there.
so maybe I was gonna say Peloton. What is it?
Huh.
Patreon, not
Patreon.
Peloton.
Our Patreon content.
I
Yeah,
got some stories.
because
No,
I
for
got a
sure.
funny
I
story.
got definitely stories all day. I could talk about my whole series about my fucking moms.
No, you have a good. Your mom's a bug.
My mom's a fucking bug, man. Like,
I'm
what?
sorry. I didn't mean. Is that some New York shit?
Yeah, she bugged, like,
Yo, I
bugged
called
out.
Your mama bug.
That means she
I feel so
bugging.
disrespectful.
Yes.
Like, yo, your mom's a bug.
My mother would never listen to this podcast. I wish my mom was
Oh.
like cooler and own strip clubs and you know
mom,
out in the
oh my god, my mom would be itching to hear me. Like she would just hang on to my every fucking word and
my
be able to
God.
quote everything I fucking said.
yeah.
Yo, your mom's a bug.
I'm all Caribbean.
My mom would do the same, and then she'd be like, "This is why you're moving back to Brooklyn." Like,
Yo,
what the fuck?
Honestly, somebody calling my mom a bug, that I'm fighting. Like, that sounds so disrespectful. Like, that shit's crazy. Anyway, that's the combo.
Bye.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for listening. This was an extra long episode.
But it was fun.
But it was fun. We will see y'all next
see you
week.
next week.
Don't forget to follow us on all our
Hey,
socials
tell
at
them,
the
Court.
Combo the Pod.
Yes.
See y'all later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.